On this episode of Raymer's Garage, I'm going to be beating the crap out of that go-kart. So as you can see, there's a 5.0 in a BMW. And the hood shuts just fine.
Alright guys, so today I did not do any recording outside. It was way too windy. It was windy yesterday, that's why I put all that music over it. But it was way too windy to record much. I did manage to get the wiring harness in, the battery hooked up, all my grounds hooked up, positives hooked up, and was able to get it wired into the BMW's ignition system and was able to start it, which was awesome. It's not running completely right now. I need fuel still. I didn't hook up fuel. I was just using starting fluid to start it. And measure up for their driveline. This way I have an idea of what I'm going to need. I can figure out how I'm going to buy a driveline, get the driveline. That would be nice, get that started. And then I need to pull it all back apart, take the motor out, pull the tranny off, and I'm going to have to pretty much salvage everything that I can that's working on this right now. I'm going to take the upper intake, the lower intake, the fuel injectors, the fuel rail, and basically scrap the bottom end. It needed to be rebuilt anyways. But to add to that, I think I said it earlier in a video, I had broken off a motor mount bolt inside of the motor. So, and when I drilled it out to try to extract it, or when I tried to extract it, I ended up just making the hole worse and worse. So as I was saying, I just need to hook up fuel on from the BMW to the car, figured out where the fuel pump was hooked up to in the BMW, so I can wire that into the Ford's ECU. The next thing I have to do is I don't want to go any further as far as getting this thing a rolling, running vehicle. I'd like to at least get the bow housing on, the transmission in, and the once I get this thing running though, and where I want it to be, and I start pulling it apart, I also want to start figuring out, actually before I pull it out, since it's already in there, figure out what I'm going to have to do to relocate, not relocate, but to run the exhaust to where, and I also want to make sure I have room for the radiator. And if I do not run the AC like I'm already planning not to, I'm already on the fence on running it, period. But if I could get rid of the condenser, maybe I can push the radiator farther into the front of the car, get me more room in there. Now that's that's an upside of taking off the condenser. Other upside to taking out the condenser and moving the radiator forward more is if I have to run the exhaust, which I think I already have to, unless I can figure something out on how to come down and out the passenger or driver side fender, maybe do the same thing on the passenger side, just take and run it right out. I don't know if if that's going to be harder or easier than just running exhaust a full exhaust. That, or maybe just figure out how to run, if I do both. If I go with the other set of headers that I've got, and I just run them both forward, maybe run them right into a hater pipe and up, and then if I decide to do a turbo, I've already got my pipe built. So I mean, that's a possibility.
And that's a wrap from Raymer's Garage. Thanks for watching. I'd like to give a big thanks to the cameraman Casey Webb, and to him for driving with me too. It was a very fun weekend and an awesome time. Thanks. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you.